You know those little space heaters you might use at your office or in the house? Imagine one 10 times as big or 10 times 10 times larger. Paul Christensen builds really big space heaters, big enough to heat oil rigs and airplanes and anything under construction, from a house to a warehouse. The small ones put out 200,000 BTUs and are about 8 feet by 4 feet by 5 feet in size. The large ones pump out 4.2 million BTUs and are 22 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 9 feet tall. His company is called Mack Incorporated, and he and Jim McDonald founded it in 1985 when another similar business left the state. Paul says those first years were lean ones.
In the beginning, we had a lot of interest, and they were interested in what we were doing, but they were reluctant to put any money into it because we were new kid on the block, we had no track record, and it was hard to convince people to take an interest in us.
But thanks to Mary Beth Vodova with the Small Business Development Center in Minot, they were able to put together different finance packages and get bank funding. Mack Inc. started servicing the oil industry. Then, after 3 years of research and development, the company got a contract with Northwest Airlines. The airline heaters keep the cockpit and the cabin from freezing up in cold weather when the planes are on the ground. These days, Mack Incorporated manufactures about 100 indirect fired heaters per year and sells about 75% of them to rental companies. Last year, the plant was expanded, but it's already at capacity. Sales double each year, mainly by word of mouth and the internet.
We've got heaters all over the world, but we're fortunate enough to, for instance, oil fields, the oil companies will come to us, buy their heaters, and go overseas with them. And that's been a big help to us, and that also shows our heater around to the different parts of the world. Other people see it.
The company employs 20 people, mostly sheet metal workers, welders, painters, and assembly staff, as well as Paul's daughter Jean and her husband Dean Johnson, and Paul's son Eric and his wife Ronnie. Christensen says they're always looking for and finding new markets, and he thinks there's still a lot of room for growth for his company, which is located near Glenburn. Mary Beth with the Minot SBDC agrees. She says manufacturing is a huge target area that North Dakota needs to focus on for growth. But just as many North Dakotans have unique ideas, it's that uniqueness that makes it hard to find startup funding. Paul says the brains are here, but not always the backing of the bankers and the other big players in economic development in the state.
The legislatures need to put out more financing for the people that want to start business in North Dakota. They need more people like Mary Beth and their organization to come out and work with these people. If you're starting have a new idea, you probably don't know what to do with it as far as marketing. You may know how to build it, but you don't know how to market it.
Christensen knows how to market his product. Yeah. What do you think heats his own shop? That's right, a Mack heater.